Hello bass family and welcome to Everything Bass with Dale Titus. Today we're moving on with the Hyperneck study, Unit 8. So if you've been following along to the previous 7 units, you know that I'm finding a linear way, a way to work up and down the neck this way to help you learn the notes of the fingerboard. But that was just the beginning concept behind this exercise. Later I found that it was a way to also reinforce and really learn key signatures. I get lots of comments on people saying, is there a better way, is there a more efficient way for me to learn the key signatures? There's a lot of ways. This is not the only way, but it's a new way, possibly new to you, that I think can be really helpful. So let's cover it. So let's talk about it. So today we are going to focus the entire exercise on the key of D. Now, maybe you don't know, so I'm going to share with you. The key of D has 2 accidentals, which means notes that aren't natural. In this case, we have F sharp and C sharp. So when you play a D major scale, you got D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. So you notice that I said F sharp and C sharp. So if you're familiar with the Hyperneck study, now we can go through and add, like play every note natural, but when you come to a C or an F, you make them sharp. So you've got E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp. That can be a little bit of a trick to that stretch, but it works very, very well. To remind you what notes are in the key of D major. So as you're going up, every time you find an F or a C, you need to sharp it. So I started by playing in my first pattern, I played E, F sharp, G, A, B, and I'll shift up a little bit to C sharp. Then I go to the F sharp, that's the next note in the sequence, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Then I'm on the G, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E. Now when I get up here, this is kind of cool. It's a big stretch, but you're playing A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. And then you just keep going. You can go as high as you want, but I feel that at least going up to, like since you're starting on this E, if you at least get up to the octave higher, the 14th fret E, and finish there, it seems complete to me. And also play them backwards, like play them coming down the neck too, although I've only written it ascending. So what do you come away with this? First of all, it's a good warm-up. So if you have a scheduled practice time and you're looking for a way to kind of warm up slowly and get your hands in shape, it's great because not only are you doing that, but you're reinforcing what the notes in the key of D major are, and you're learning how they lay out on the bass. You can move into other sets of strings. I encourage you to do that. So if you get the D and the G string together, try the A and the D string, then try the E and the A string, and if you have 5 string, 6 string, 7 string, do it with all the neighboring pairs of strings. That's a lot of work. But it's also a big benefit. Man, you're really going to unlock the fingerboard and know where notes are located. And when you're in a key, it's no longer mystical because not only do you know like the D major scale patterns you've learned, but now you actually know the notes, and I think that's a real big key. All right, so today I'm going to actually change things up with my encore item. The bass community is just my favorite in the whole world. I've told you guys before how much I love you guys and how much I've always been drawn to hanging out with bass players. I've learned so much from bass players. And likewise, I want to promote another bass player's YouTube channel. And this is Rodney McGee. Oh, I'm sorry, Rodney McGee. That was a little verbal slip up there. Rodney McGee hosts a YouTube channel by that name, and you can search it. I'll put the link in the description below, but you can search it out. And he represents those of us who love metal and hard rock. And gosh, it's hard to describe because he'll do a little of everything. He'll do some of the best product reviews I've ever heard. His product review of the Tech 21 Steve Harris pedal made me so badly want to buy it. It was such a powerful and effective demo. And I've gone back and watched pretty much, I think, all his videos, and his demos are absolutely best. He's just a phenomenal player. He's so fluid, and how he goes between fingerstyle to tapping techniques in his demos, it's just inspiring to me. But beyond that, he will feature a bass player you might not know about, or if you do know about it, you maybe know about a certain bass player, he'll go and try to dig a little deeper, give you guys some real examples, not only of their history, but of their techniques and how they changed the game. He's also does these Monday morning talks, which are awesome, where he talks about the State of the Union address for metal. Excuse me. And I just enjoy those. That's one of my favorite parts of Monday morning is I throw on his video, and he'll usually tackle 4 or 5 topics. I think his perspective is really cool. He's also a guy who promotes respect, not backbiting, no infighting in the bass community, respecting each other, growing. He's done a great series or several videos on developing your own voice. Like, as a bass player, don't follow the herd, develop your own sound, develop your own ideas, and I always respect that. I think that's great. So for today's encore item, a little off from my norm, but I think powerful. Check out Rodney McGee. Again, if you're not sure how to find it, there'll be a link in the video below, or in the description of this video below, and check him out. Even if you're not into hard rock and heavy metal, it's cool to see his perspective. I love it, man. I really do. He's inspired me in several ways, and some of his technique videos have been really cool. I've tried some of the exercises. He's written a book. So there's so much you can get from him. I think he's a really valuable member of our family, and I just wanted to introduce you to him, okay? So that's it today. Hyper Neck Study Unit 8. Throw it on the music stand, practice it out. Oh, I should mention, you should check out, if you want the printed material for every lesson that I do, and it's written both in standard notation and tab, then go to patreon.com/everythingbass. There'll be a link to that in the description of the video below. If you go there, you can actually become a monthly subscriber. At the time of recording this video, it's just $8 a month. But what that gives you is every video you can go to my posts, look up the title of the video. In this case, you'd look up Hyper Neck Study Unit 8, click on it. When you open it up, it'll have a link to the PDF, so you can actually download and print out all my lesson material. If you print out each page, punch holes in it, put it in a binder, I mean, you're going to get a pretty effective lesson book, something that you can study for years and years. But I believe it helps you more than maybe the videos. It helps you really visualize what I'm talking about. And if you can't be around your device that you use to watch YouTube videos, it allows you to take the lessons with you and remember like all the things like, oh yeah, Dale wanted me to review this and whatnot. I think it's very effective. I will probably in the future do a video about how to set up the lesson video or lesson binder, and I'll give you suggestions to keep the items organized. So look for that in a future video. So awesome, man. I'm so happy to spend this time with you guys. I hope these videos are helping you become better bass players and express the music you feel inside. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, do me a solid, hit the thumbs up, like down there below. Just tap the subscribe button. That is free. That doesn't cost anything. That just adds you to the subscriber list. And if you hit the little bell icon right next to it, every time I post a video, you'll get a little notification saying, hey, Dale's got a new video going on. And I think that's helpful because I am throwing up a lot of videos. Every weekend there's a lot of videos going up, and I don't want you to miss any of them. Oh man, thank you so much, and I will see you at the next video.